Hello and welcome to Bean Pod, the writing and media entertainment podcast. I'm Liam.
I'm Natalie.
And I'm Kirsty.
And today, in this episode, we're going to do the Bean Pod album. So what we're doing is we're each picking 4 tracks and 1 bonus track. We haven't gone for like our favourite songs. They're not the generic sort of
That's
ones
impossible
you go
to
with.
choose anyway.
Yes, exactly. So Natalie came up with a few prompts for us. You've got your entrance music.
If you want to make an entrance, the song you pick.
Yeah. A song that makes you sort of infinitely happy. Mm-hmm. A song that you dance to. Doesn't have to be a happy dance. It could be a slow dance. It could be any sort of dance.
Basically a song you can't avoid wanting
You
to
just
move
want to dance.
Yep. And the 4th choice for the album is a song that gives you feels. All of the feels. It's either happy feels, sad feels.
Yeah.
It's just
It
feels.
takes you through
It
the
makes
emotions.
you feel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
something.
Yeah.
And our bonus track, if we have one, is a song that you keep going back to.
Or
song of the moment.
Or as I've done the most recent thing I've listened to, because this challenge has meant that I keep listening to so many different things all week, and I just had to go for whatever I listened to last.
So in the rest of the episode, we're also discussing what cover art we would have on the album. We've got our reading and writing challenge, which today is a round robin. We'll explain more of that when we get to it.
That's going to be
And we've got the regular things where we're typing beans into Google. We have a 5-minute faff and the pod challenge, where hopefully I'm not going to get the bad one again. Yay. So without further ado, we'll go on to the first bit, which is our album itself. So, who's going to go first?
I'll go.
Alright, we'll go with Natalie. So,
okay.
I reckon paper, scissors, rock for us to go second.
Rock, paper, scissors!
No,
Yeah,
it's
rock,
paper, scissors,
rock,
rock.
paper, scissors.
No, okay, we won't do that.
Alright,
We'll not be tore
that
onto
will
that.
be 60 minutes of us discussing why I am right. Anyway.
Except he's not. Nobody's not right.
He's wrong. Okay, so my entrance song kind of sums me up, I guess, is Crazy Horses by the Osmonds.
I nearly went for that for my dance one.
I went through so many different horse-related songs. I went through a variety of them, and I went to my parents and was like, so if I walked into a room, what song do you think you'd hear? And they went, Crazy Horses. Okay.
Yeah, that I can't even think of the song in my head at this precise moment, but the title alone sums you up.
Yeah.
I know the song quite well,
Yeah.
and that actually does fit you quite well.
I do know the song, I'm just completely failing to bring it to mind.
We'll play snippets, okay, just to help us out. Here we go.
Yeah, that's the only bit I can think of, because it was somebody's ringtone for ages.
It's mine.
I think your mum had it as well at one point.
I had it for a very long time. So, that's Crazy Horses, that's the live version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, alright, you can go first.
I'll
since,
go next then. Yeah.
Because you probably would have picked paper and I'd have gone with rock. So.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, my entrance song, purely because it came up on my playlist in the car and I thought, yeah, this works, is Fall Out Boy's The Phoenix.
Oh, yes!
That's an awesome entrance song.
Yes, that's fantastic.
Why
I love
not?
that song.
You know, and it's quite me.
That one. I love this song for driving as well. It's actually quite dangerous for driving.
It's on my driving playlist, but it's one of
Yeah.
those things that's like, I could have this as an entrance song for me. Yeah. Yeah,
Actually,
that'll do it.
My one is actually a song called You Held the World in Your Arms by Idlewild.
Okay.
And the reason I got for like an entrance, right, this was one of these guys were the first gig I ever went to when I was 16.
Yeah.
Reminds me of like playing FIFA, because that's where it was on mostly. It was one of their biggest hits as well. So, and it starts quite sort of weird. And it just goes from there, basically. And yeah, they're a Scottish band, and I've been listening to them for about 10, 15 years. But yeah, so we'll put links to it, all that.
Yeah,
So,
you can hear the full songs if you
Yeah,
go.
so we've got Crazy
YouTube.
Horses by the Osmond, The Phoenix by Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, since I'm slightly obsessed with post-apocalyptic writings and things like that, works quite well for me.
And-
So, do we want to discuss why we've chosen these songs, or discuss other alternatives that we considered?
I couldn't think of an alternative. This is one of the first songs that came up on the playlist, and I just
Oh,
went,
the other
yes.
one I considered was My pony, my rifle, me.
No, this was one of the ones that, you just hear it and you kind of go, yep, filed, that one's done. Moving on to the next ones. The next ones all had other things, but...
Yeah, because for, the dance one, I wrote a whole list of things.
My,
And the feels one was hard.
The second
feels
choice
was so hard.
Yeah, it
the
was.
second choice for my Happy and my Dance song are the same song.
Yeah.
Second choice.
I had a lot of crossover. The reason I went with that one is purely from an entrance perspective. The song's about to start purely from that one drum hit.
Yeah.
And then it goes straight into the song.
Yeah.
I did consider something like Dead Star by Muse as well. Google it if you want.
Yeah.
Which is a B-side. And that was very, little bit of a guitar, and it goes really heavy into the intro, which is quite sort of theme based. And then I looked up 1,000,001 wrestling themes anyway, because I watch it occasionally.
Yeah.
And some of them are quite good.
Yeah. No, I figured the violins coming in at the beginning of the Phoenix is pretty good of a...
Yeah. That's
It's an entrance song.
it is an entrance song.
There is no doubt about it.
Nearly went with Muse, but I decided Idlewild fit better.
Yeah.
The lyrics maybe not so much, but as a song, it's one I keep going back to anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Lyrics fit on mine as well. I love them.
I thought just the whole song was right for me.
Yes.
Make an entrance.
Just see you walking.
That's his ringtone for me
I
now.
could see you walking in formation with either your family or other horsey people, and just doing the whole.
I was thinking I just keep thinking of wrestling when you walk into.
The Fall Out Boy song is the kind of song that you can just imagine doing a full slamming through a pair of double door entrance. That's just what I feel like on that one. It's I just feel like I need to slam through a pair of double doors and come marching in somewhere and then probably hit somebody. Probably
kick butt.
Yeah.
I think that's what we were both thinking.
I suppose mine, you leave it a couple of seconds because there's the initial reaction of it coming up, and then you come out and being all hyped up, and people will be doing whatever.
So next one is song that makes you happy. And this is a song that I detested for a very long time because it was forcing me to be happy and I didn't want to be happy. Because you want to be happy all the time. But now, ever since I went on holiday and they played it every single day to make sure we associated it with good things, I now associate it with good things. So I have Happy by Pharrell Williams.
I deliberately avoided the song.
Oh.
I couldn't avoid it because it just is all associated with an amazing holiday. And they did it on purpose and it's worked.
The thing is, I had this on a driving CD before you went on this holiday, and you kept telling me off every time it came on in my car.
I hated it.
And making me skip it.
But now when it comes on, I'm like, yes! That's what we did on holiday. We all got into it. Yeah. We all hated it to start with on the holiday, and by the end it was kind of, everyone's going. We have to play it one more time, but everyone's going home. So yeah. But
So you've associated it with a...
Yeah, I've associated it with a very happy time. I know.
Liam's looking horrified.
I am appalled at myself. I can't help. If you had the same sort of thing happen to you, you wouldn't be able to help it either.
Well, mine's actually quite a sad song. But going on to Kirsty's, as I write down
That
Happy by Pharrell Williams.
In the most unwilling manner.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to force you to write it in your book.
Well, it's the Bean Pod book. It has to go in.
It looks so awesome. I do like that. That might have to be our logo. It is awesome.
Maybe we'll put the picture up, the album cover.
Yeah, that's going to be our logo now.
Excellent. So, Kirsty, what's your happy
my
song?
song that makes me happy is by Electric Light Orchestra, Mr. Blue Sky.
That's perfect.
Because
Why does everyone pick that song?
Because it's so good.
It's the only song I could think of that I didn't have any kind of down feeling.
Yeah.
It's
all the way through,
the lyrics are happy all the way through, As I set a lot of store by lyrics in songs, and if there's even the slightest connotation with a lyric, I can take it and I can run with it, and there it goes.
Plot hole finder.
Yeah, I am the one who finds all the things that you're not supposed to find, ruin songs for myself, ruin everything for myself. But yeah, Mr. Blue Sky, because it's the only song I could think of that immediately makes me smile when it comes on.
It's a good one.
And it's like, there we go.
Good.
I mean, there's quite a lot of ELO songs that are also quite happy, but
that one particularly,
that one
I
is
can
just
see why you went for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy.
Yes.
It's happy.
I'm happy.
Unfortunately, I've grown sick of that one because when you have Heart Radio and that's the only
Even
ELO
Radio
song.
2 does it. When
Yeah.
they go, it's a nice day, let's put this on.
It's
Okay. But
I don't
It's like there are
really
so
listen to the
many
radio.
yellow songs, Radio 2 and Heart. Just pick another one.
Yeah, I don't really. I only really listen to the radio when I'm in work, which is Absolute Radio. So I don't really listen to the radio that much.
Yeah.
So
I don't really listen to the car.
I've stopped listening to the radio because it can put me off songs. So I deliberately don't do
I
it.
listen more for the... It either has to be really good music on the radio, or they have to be having a decent conversation. Otherwise, I turn to my own music.
I have the radio on when I'm at work because I don't have another
if they're
option.
just babbling, then I'm like, okay, I'm on now.
Unfortunately, that's how I find most of my new music now. From Absolute Radio and things like that. So.
Absolute's pretty good though.
Yeah, I listen to it in work because I don't have a choice, and that's where the new music appears from. And then when I'm outside of work, I don't listen to the radio at all.
Right. So my happy song, although ultimately it's not happy, is Galway Girl by Steve Earle. No one's heard it. Brilliant. You'll know it as soon as you do because it's in like the film P.S. I Love You if you've ever watched it.
No.
No, brilliant. I'm gonna look like the right idiot now.
Oh wait, Steve-O, okay.
Yeah, Steve.
Mumford and Sons have done one as well.
Yeah,
so.
they did a pretty good cover.
I think I recognise it.
Yeah, and it goes along like that. Ultimately,
Yeah, we
it's
didn't
not a
play
very
it
it's
out.
not a very happy song because it's a song about him falling in love with this girl from Galway, and then he wakes up one day and she's not there anymore, and it's like but it's such a jolly little tune, and like
I feel like we should play snippets.
Yeah.
So.
Get to the right bit.
Weird Al Yankovic did a cover.
Did he?
Haven't heard it.
Yeah, it's called Tacky, and it's all about like people who don't pay their.
See, you can't help it. When you've got a good association with it, you can't help it. I'm a bit Alexa. Like we all clapped to that on holiday.
Liam has his head in his hands. We'll put Mr. Blue Sky on.
Let's
Put Mr. Blue Sky on.
But Weird Al did a cover called Tacky, and it's all about like a guy who doesn't pay his half of like dinner dates and things like that, wears horrendous shirts, and it's really cool.
It might seem crazy wearing straight supply.
I love Weird Al, he's fantastic.
Mr. Blue Sky, come
Sorry,
on.
but look at what he's wearing. That's like my ultimate outfit.
Yeah, you actually would wear that.
That would be my album suit, album artwork
Yeah.
suit.
When we're saying Natalie would wear this outfit that Weird Al is wearing, she is currently in a,
Leopard onesie.
leopard print onesie at the moment. With,
Normally it's a tiger though.
with a Kinder toy hanging off the zip pull. And every single one of us fake playing the piano.
See, this could be the one that makes you want to dance as well.
No, I had at least 2 more songs that made me want to dance more than that.
No,
Yeah, I
'cause
did as well.
Mine has a bit of a backstory, the dance one, so I'll explain that in a bit.
Okay.
Sorry, Jim. That's all I'm going to say right now.
Well, we're up to the song that makes you dance now anyway,
Yeah.
so...
So the song
In
that
order.
I chose that makes me dance, and I struggled a bit to pick one for this because so many songs just make me want to dance. In the end, I went for Valentine Moon by Sam Brown because it's one of those songs that when I'm walking, especially if I've listened to it when I'm walking the dogs or something, or I'm doing something in the house, and I just have to start waltzing around. I just can't help myself.
I have never heard that.
It's like one of the most romantic songs possible, but it's amazing.
See, I thought mine was going to be unusual in what I picked, but I have a feeling we've gone the very same genre.
So what was it, sorry?
Valentine Moon
Valentine
by Sam
Moon.
Brown. It's with Jules Holland as well. And I like Jules Holland. So.
Yeah.
Mine's even older than that, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Just makes me want to start dancing around the house. I've danced in the fields with the dogs when listening to this. I have to dance. So I thought I'd go for something more lively, but actually this one, the moment I hear it, I want to get up and dance. I think it sort of takes me back to when I used to do ballet. It's that same sort of, you got the piano, it's very simple, but there's a lot going on in it, and it takes me back to ballet and doing all those movements. I often put my ballet shoes on when I hear this. Yeah, love it. Love. So yeah, that's mine.
So, Kirsty?
I've got even more wild card, I think, possibly slightly. Nice song that makes me dance, I can't avoid dancing, is Glenn Miller's In the Mood. As it's been used in countless films. And anytime you hear it,
episode as well.
Yeah, anytime I hear it, my feet start going. So it's like, yeah, can't help it. I'd like to be able to dance to it properly. I don't know how to dance to it properly. I wish I could. But yeah, pretty much any film that has a throwback to wartime. It's like, I wish I knew how to dance properly to it. I don't. But it doesn't stop me trying.
Mine.
Sorry, I'll stop talking to it.
Oh, she's off. Mine actually has a little bit of a backstory. Now, when I was at university, I had some friends, and we all went up to Stoke. A friend of mine called James Lindop. We were all in the car, and our friend Rob was putting music on. Now, he had a weird mix. Now, he had a lot of death metal on there, like Austrian Death Machine, I think was like this death metal band, really funny, based on Arnold Schwarzenegger. But then this song come on, and Jim immediately turned around and said, "Turn that off right now." He did put a swear word in there, but he said, "Turn that off right now." We said, "You've had all this death metal in there, and that's what bothers you?" He said, "Yes." So naturally, at his wedding, we played it, we surrounded him dancing so that he couldn't go anywhere and he had to listen to it. And the song that makes me dance is September by Earth, Wind and Fire. You can imagine 12 fully grown blokes in suits surrounding another bloke so that he cannot escape, realising his fate and just having to accept it.
I'm partly disappointed that we're not recording this in video, and partly very glad.
Yeah.
Because
No one wants to see what we're doing.
Very nearly went with the more modern "Shut Up and Dance with Me" by Walk the Moon.
That was almost on my list as one of my songs.
That's primarily because there's a video. It's both on Tumblr and YouTube. Someone, I can't remember the name, but has put different film dances to the song, and the way they've edited it, it's just brilliant. It's completely seamless. If you type in "Walk the Moon," "Shut Up and Dance with Me" film, it's something like Miss Tuberalisa or something like that, and it's just, yeah, that's it, the top one.
This would have been my song of the moment if you'd asked me about 3 months ago.
Yeah. But yeah, it takes different pieces of film and it just fits. The way that they've edited it is brilliant. I recommend looking at it. I might put the link
This is
on
working.
the episode.
We'll
as
put
well.
the link on. I think
We will link to this.
yeah,
This is fantastic.
we're gonna be watching this in full later.
Yeah.
Yes,
We probably shouldn't derail on it now.
Yeah, it
but
is actually
it is really
fantastic.
Yes,
it is. Having the skill to do something like that is just blows my mind, basically.
Yeah, I feel like there's a song that I need to mention before we move on to the next lot. Is that my second choice for both the dance song and the happy song was David Bowie's Golden Years. It was so close. If I hadn't been so fixed on Glenn Miller, it would have been the dance song, Golden Years, which is at least partly A Knight's Tale's fault.
Yeah.
But it feels like it needs a mention because it was so close on both. Because it's been on one of my car playlists and I've been listening to it, coming back to it from work, and I'm like, it's almost there. So close.
I had some very weird ones for that one. There's a cover by a band called Volbeat doing Dusty Springfield's "I Only Want to Be With You," and that it's just like a rock version. See, a lot of my dancing involves headbanging. So, you know.
That's fine.
So, God
Still
help you all
technically dancing.
when I get to my wedding.
That's fine. I was raised by people who like rock. It's fine.
Yeah. I've been raised by people who like a bit of everything.
I got raised by Motown. There we go. So, okay, we're going on to the feels one now.
Okay,
so this
feels.
could go one of two ways. We could all be crying by the end of this.
Yeah.
Well, my song is not quite a crying song, so we'll hope not.
Yeah, mine's just
So,
pure feel.
first, before I go into the one I actually chose, I'm going to say which one, because I have a list here of ones I was trying to choose between. So, first of all, I started off with Open Book or Storm Coming by Niles Barkley, because I always love those songs. I had Leader of Men by Nickelback.
Oh, God.
Then, I'm sorry, like Nickelback.
Yeah, there is actually some Nickelback like at this table. You're going to have to back away if you don't like it.
You should hear our cars when it's the summer, both of
we're
us
driving,
windows down,
There's a couple
Nickelback
of songs
blasting.
they've done that are quite good. And
couple.
I find,
more than a
find
couple.
with Nickelback, they have a song that everyone hates, and they take a couple of years, everyone starts to like them again, and then something like Rockstar comes along, and everyone hates them.
still quite
Rockstar's
like
rubbish compared to the rest of them.
It's not bad, but it's... You know.
But that gets
Yeah.
played all the time. Everyone hates them again, and then they take another couple of years.
Yeah,
and then
it's the
something
songs,
else
like, the
gets
songs that they
released.
don't play all the time. They're just
We're the ones who go, it's kind of weird, isn't it, that we're singing these songs that are clearly guys singing about women, but we like them anyway.
Yeah, like we just like sing Midnight Queen, top of our
Yeah,
voices, go like,
yeah.
it's actually nothing like us at all, but it's kind of like how we wish we were.
Yeah, we like
You
it.
know.
But,
It's like if we had like a dollop more
and then
confidence. Yeah.
a modern, a kind of more recent one, we got Alive or Unstoppable by Sia. Alive, oh my god, I scream it out in the car. I love it. And then eventually I whittled down to Bond. Is a string quartet, and either
Nothing.
Alexander the Great, the 1812, Belladonna, and then I settled finally on Korobushko, which
How
has
the hell
all
do
the
you spell that?
Bond Korobushko. I mean, you can't really get what it is in just 30 seconds. It's so much more.
We'll just leave it on my talk for a minute.
So, because it starts so slow, it's that slow build, and this is the song that makes me want to turn into a conductor. I walk around and I have to conduct, I can't control myself, it's just so big and massive, and it's a song that speaks with the music, it's not with words, there's no lyrics to it, it's just a string quartet. But it sort of builds, because it doesn't actually change until quite far off. And then it gradually speeds up and it gets faster and faster and faster until you get to the end where they get so fast that you're wondering how on earth they're keeping up. And trust me, I have tried playing this song, I have the music, it's not easy. So that's my choice. It's, well, I am a violinist. I like these
Violins
things.
always add an extra level to...
Yeah,
Pretty
but
much.
I think the album version I've got is it's the whole
You just
orchestra
brought
and
that out
it's
with the Phoenix, didn't you?
Yeah, I think there's there are very few songs that are not improved by the presence of violins, to be honest. Any genre you like,
Yeah.
and any kind of
violin.
any kind of music,
Yeah.
as pointed out by my entrance song is violins at the beginning of
Yeah.
the Phoenix, and just go like, yeah,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was my choice. After going through all of those, I settled on Korobushko. No lyrics, just three string instruments doing their thing.
I mean, moving on to me, my feel songs are, they've all got, fabulous music in the background, but they are primarily words.
Yeah.
Because I live and breathe words. I'm not a particularly fantastic musician. I appreciate music, I can't play it. So, I live and breathe words. Words are what gets it for me. And I originally instigated this particular section because I wanted to get Simon and Garfunkel's Sound of Silence on the list.
Oh, I've been listening to that recently.
But then I thought, because we kind of changed what it was supposed to be slightly, I moved to one that was a bit more personal for me, and it's a Pink song, Sober.
Quite deep.
Yeah, it is actually the most played song on my iTunes,
Yeah.
primarily because I played it an awful lot at uni. Yeah.
That made you feel.
It's kind of self-explanatory what it is. I don't actually have a drinking problem or anything. I should probably point that out.
No,
but it's
when
the
you're
way
in uni.
it's the way it makes you feel like that. It's the connotations that go with it.
It's all the music video.
The girl who never wants to be alone. I don't wanna be that call at 4 o'clock in the morning. 'Cause I'm the only one you know in the world that won't be home.
That was a nice lyric to come in on there, by the way. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
You know.
So my one, I think I changed this one the most. This was the one that I struggled with the most as well, the feels, because I went through so many. I went through things like "Hurt" by Johnny Cash, "Birdie's Wings." That's quite a new song that was quite, means a lot. And the one I keep going back to, which was also on there, and then I thought, no, I'll keep that one for later on because it's a very modern one. It's been out for a couple of months. But in the end, I went back to a band called Mogwai, and they're a purely instrumental band, and it's a song called Glasgow Megasnake. Now, I was going to go with the first track on the album, Mr. Beast, which is what this one comes from, which is called Auto Rock. And that's a gentle building one as well. But Glasgow Megasnake is it's pure music in your face from like the first seconds. So it starts quite slowly, as it does, and then it goes into everything. And then it does this and the whole song is built on their melodies. There's never any lyrics. And they've been in different games. This one in particular was in a game called Spec Ops: The Line, a very, very, very deep bit in the game as well. And it brings back a lot of sort of feelings to that as well. But that was one I listened to quite a lot at uni. My friend introduced me to it. And it was apparently one of the top 100 albums in 2006, and hardly anybody has heard of it. So yeah, we go through before the bonus tracks. So we've got Crazy Horses by the Osmonds, The Phoenix by Fall Out Boy, You Held the World in Your Arms by Idlewild, Happy by Pharrell Williams. Oh God, why?
The contempt in that.
Yep. Mr. Blue Sky by ELO, Galway Girl, Steve Earle. Oh yeah, right. Valentine Moon, Sam Brown, In the Mood by Glenn Miller, September by Earth, Wind and Fire, Karabushko by Bond, Sober by Pink, and Glasgow Megasnake by Mogwai. So
I do kind of feel like you've not done Pink justice playing that bit of the song.
I'm sorry, do you want me to play a different
You should have got the chorus there, because it's like you've gone from like massive instrumentals of
but it's
building music.
I know, but it's one of those videos. It's the official video.
It's quite difficult when you have official videos. You don't know the video by heart.
I don't know how long it's going to go on until it actually hits the song, so I just guessed, and it went a bit far.
It's not even the beginning I want, it's the chorus.
No, I know.
Because that's
I know, I would leave it longer,
build
but,
a bit of music.
You've got to be careful.
Yeah.
Well,
we don't want 2 hours of recording here.
There'll be a full playlist available of our album.
Including that video of Shut Up Dance With Me, because everyone should watch that. I think it's got 6 million views anyway.
Yeah, there'll be bonus videos.
We'll stick it on the end of the bonus section, because it was almost my song of the moment anyway.
Yes, so those are our 12. So the songs of the moment.
Which in Natalie's case does appear to be the last song she played.
Yeah, because I played so many different... It was going to be Alive by Sia, but then sometime in the middle of the week it changed over, and it kept changing every single time, because I listen to my music mostly when I'm driving to and from work, and it kept changing every single time, and I had to just go with whatever I was listening to yesterday. Which just happens to be Mindless Self Indulgence.
I wondered if that might be the album you were referring
from
to earlier.
the newest album, and it was the hang on, let me just double check which one it was. It was Hey Tomorrow, F You and Your Friend Yesterday. And because I don't swear, I have to say F.
We're also semi-PG.
Yes.
Some days you remember this more than others.
I can't even say the title of their album without being...
We'll just you look it up yourselves.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
how I
just
learned to
read
stop
Hey
giving up.
Tomorrow by MSI
Yeah.
on this list. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not even going to play a bit because I can't remember how soon they start coming up with
It's
foul
anything like
language.
other Mindless Self Indulgence songs,
Not
very
long.
long.
So yeah, that you have to look at that one yourself, and with a very big parental guidance warning on it.
Yeah, be wary of that song.
Yes.
It will not be as PG as everything else.
No.
Yeah, so mine, I drove to Cornwall last weekend, so I had several hours in the car of going through all my songs, kind of going, which one is this? And the one that the only one that I listened to back 3 times, which I think is probably qualifies as my song at the moment, is Florence and the Machine's Delilah. Which has an inside joke related to it as well.
Yeah.
Which, am I allowed to spoil, or shall I leave that one off?
Leave that
Leave it,
one
alright.
because that's
That'll come
kind
up
of
later.
important to like season 1.
There is an in joke from our
videos
radio
are
play. So yeah, I listened to this back to back 3 times. Probably qualifies as a song of the moment that I keep going back to.
This is one I hear a lot on the radio, and I think it's quite a good song. I'll tell you what, they did quite a good job at Glastonbury last year, considering it was meant to be Foo Fighters and she had to step up to become headliner. So fair play. That's a good choice. My one, it's by bands that I've always liked, but they've never been like one of my top 5 favourites, and that's Stereophonics.
Yeah.
They've got an album out called Keep the Village Alive, and there's one track in particular called I Want to Get Lost With You.
That was literally my second choice.
There we go.
It was on the same playlist.
Yeah, so I Want to Get Lost With You, and it's back to their some of their best stuff, I think.
That, if you'd asked me a couple of weeks earlier, that would have been the song of the moment.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
That was almost my feels song for another reason, so... But yeah, so it needs a story about someone basically falling in love with someone else. And they meet at a party, and they're, the various ups and downs of a relationship.
It works, it doesn't work, it works.
Yeah, and then everyone's happy. So, but sort of certain parts of the song remind me of certain sort of events in my life, and it's really, really well done. So, yeah, that's my choice for the bonus. I can't believe you have that. Like the whole thing, I nearly had like the Doctor Who theme tune as my entrance, for goodness sake. And then I was like, but what if they have it? Then I've got to think off one off the cuff. So,
Remind me to let him in at some point.
so there are bonuses. I'll just say Hey Tomorrow by Mindless Self Indulgence. Delilah by Florence and the Machine, and I Want to Get Lost With You by Stereophonics. So that makes up the album. There'll be a playlist down in the description section.
Yeah.
I don't know why I tried pointing then.
As mentioned before, we should probably be videoing this, because we keep, motioning things and you can't see. So.
Yeah. So we'll move on to the album cover. Now, the cover art, I don't know, does it make an album? Because certain albums have really rubbish cover art. It has to be said. And then you get albums with amazing cover art, which are garbage.
Well, the cover art definitely catches your eye, if that's what you're looking at. It catches your attention and it encourages you to look closely and maybe have a look at the songs as well. But for me, it's more the songs. If the songs aren't any good, then I don't care about the cover art. In fact, the only time I do care about it is with all the LPs we have. Looking at the LP cover, because that used to be part of the album. It was good music with good art. It was a whole artistic creation of music and art.
It's even going back as far as CDs.
Yeah,
because
even
if you used to
CDs,
look
yeah.
inside the cover, and there would be
the way the lyrics were laid out as well. If you had
Yeah.
lyrics in there, they're all laid out in the cover, and
sometimes
and it was,
completely impossible to read, but you still loved it.
you loved it because it was fab. But yeah. Yeah, I think there is something lost in the fact that it's either the art or the music. It's not a whole package anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And a picture of the artist's face is
Yeah.
a bit of a cop-out, frankly.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to be doing something with it, sure.
Yes.
Like, you know, one of the Pink albums is,
Yeah.
you know, it's her on it, but, you know, the Funhouse album, she looks like she's exploding out of a funhouse. You know, it's like, okay, there we go. You're riding a rocking horse, and, you know, it's
It does
fine.
something with it.
You know.
You've tried.
Sorry, I'm looking at the discography. Oh, that was it. Oracular Spectacular. Now, no, sorry. Congratulations is the other one. Oracular Spectacular by MGMT was their first album. Well, according to this, it was their second album. But there we go. Congratulations. Now, that was an album that didn't have any hits on it. But what I loved about the album is, especially a special edition, used to come with a coin. Now, you wouldn't realise what you had to do with said coin until later on, where on the front of the cover art it had this picture, and it was like a surfboard with a wave, and it had this checkered background. But what you could do with the coin is you could scratch that off, and that revealed something underneath it, and it was like an old 1920s photo or something, which was really cool. But it's a shame the album was rubbish. So
I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to destroy
No, I
it.
wouldn't want to do it either.
now that's the thing. Some people did because they wanted to see what was underneath, and some people didn't. They wanted to keep it as it was.
I'd have to
Just
buy
saw-
two.
Yeah, they just saw what it was like on YouTube. So,
Yeah.
but that was part and parcel of it.
Did they find out that every single one was the same? They didn't have a different thing
No,
behind?
they,
Okay.
so far as I know, they didn't have any different pictures because the one
'Cause
I
that would have
had
been awesome.
that I ended up.
One is the golden ticket.
Yeah, one of them my one I sold I never scratched off because I was like, no, that could be someone else's decision, not mine. But yeah, it was very innovative. I think that's what we would have to do for our album. We'd have like a completely blank cover, almost like the Beatles' White Album.
But it's origami.
That would be some production costs there.
Yes.
Oh no, you have a cover that when you open it, it's one of those that's a big piece of paper and it all folds up, and then there's lines on it to tell you how if you fold here and fold here, and it's step by step, and then at the end you get something. Sorry, I ran away with that.
So
Again,
we
production
could either,
costs.
Yeah, we could either have the origami one, or you could have the one where you would scratch off the image, and the thought of like an explosion of colour underneath sort of I think fits us quite well.
It could be just like the front is just, it's almost like really formal, almost sensible, yes, and then you just scratch it off and it reveals the madness.
The absolute lunacy that's underneath.
Yeah, so you could almost have like, say, I don't know, photos of us on the front, like very plain, very simple, like all X Factor first videos.
Yeah.
So they're all on a white background, they're all singing whatever. But then you scratch underneath and you're in your tiger onesie or whatever you're wearing. And just like, I'm going to be like in a bath of beans or something. I don't know. And
I'm
it's just
relatively
gonna be,
sensible by comparison.
And Kirsty's going to be wearing a hat and...
I'll have my bowler hat.
like, your bowler hat.
I'll come with a sword or something.
Yes.
I have a sword.
You'll be riding into battle with a hat. your bowler hat and a sword. And your
You've got the
sword.
horse though.
You can borrow tallow. He won't mind.
No,
He likes jousting, so you know.
I imagine that would be like the album art would pretty much sum us up.
Yeah.
And then I think we should tell everyone that there are 10 covers and then only released 9.
Yeah.
So people keep buying the album to try and find this 10th one. And they never can.
Unfortunately, I believe we might have just spoiled that.
Yeah. Well, you know, considering none of these are our songs,
No.
it might be a wee bit of an issue. I mean, we did have a joke once that we were going to release a band called Bluff Bluff Bluff.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think I
that
have some
was,
of the songs on here.
Oh my god.
I don't think we ever got past coming up with the titles for anything. Or did we
it
start
was
writing
like
one?
I
Lol
started
Mouth
writing
Organ.
songs.
I think I wrote one as well.
Lol.
Lol Mouth Organ and I Bring the Dip.
Yeah.
Yes.
We haven't forayed into our difficult third album because we haven't actually, written or performed the first two. So.
Yes. On the grounds that, as I already mentioned today, not particularly musically inclined.
It's all right. You just be
apparently
the
I
equivalent to Meg White in the White
Apparently
Stripes.
I wrote a song called Last Chock in the Box and Unobo as well.
I can actually keep a rhythm, so I would actually be okay.
Yeah,
a
you'd
drum.
probably be better than Meg White. then.
Plenty of instruments in this place. Oh yeah, I got Last Chock in the Box by Bluff 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 from the album Lol Mouth Organ.
Oh dear.
Yeah, what else
We
have I
wonder
got?
why we didn't thrust that upon the world.
Yes,
And then Sofa Biscuit by Bluff 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 from the album I Bring the Dip. Yeah, that's why we don't make music.
yeah.
I think it would be brilliant. Though.
It would be brilliant,
Let's
it
be
would.
honest.
So, which instrument does everyone want? I got plenty here. I got the mouth organ in there.
Yeah, there is a
Mouth
piano in the
organ.
room. we are currently
We got
in a room.
piano,
There's a
guitar.
piano,
I
guitar.
used to
various
play
things. Penny
bass
whistles
badly,
Yeah.
but yeah. So,
There is a violin somewhere. I'm not
There's
sure I
in the
want to be
other
near
room.
that until
There's
it's been
two
tuned.
violins. I know it's been tuned. I played it this week.
Oh, you've played it this week.
This week? Yes, I did. It's because I kept listening to Korobushko, so then I had to go and play it, didn't I?
I was going to be surprised if you played it this year.
Actually, this week.
it's quite impressive.
First time in 2 years.
See, that's why I was. That's what I was expecting.
So, get your
Right.
computer out because the next bit is we're typing beans into Google. Mm-hmm. Oh, this could go horribly wrong.
I have come to the conclusion that we may need to start theming these in future. Like
Theming?
beans and something.
Well,
But,
we just type beans and go onto the news
Yeah.
section. I mean, it's always going
And sometimes
to
we
change.
go to page 2.
Yeah,
Last time we were on page 2.
yeah. You must be truly desperate if
But
you're
to be
going
honest,
to
page 2, that was intriguing.
Yeah, I mean,
Shocking? Intriguing? I'm not sure.
well, it's a bit of both. Really, let's be honest. Nobody
I'm
is
not going into
entirely
politics.
sure. Yeah.
This is from allfunny.info, and it's called The Baked Bean Story. So I have no idea how this is going to go. But
Okay.
let's see. So, once upon a time, there lived a man who had a terrible passion for baked beans. He loved them, but they always had an embarrassing and somewhat lively reaction on him. One day he met a girl, he fell in love. When it became apparent that they would marry, he thought to himself, she'll never go through with the marriage with me carry on like this. So he made the supreme sacrifice and gave up beans. Shortly after that, they were married. A few months later, on his birthday, and on the way home from work, his car broke down. Since they lived in the country, he called his wife and told her that he would be late because he had to walk home. On his way home, he passed a small cafe, and the wonderful aroma of baked beans overwhelmed him. Since he still had several miles to walk, he figured he could walk off any ill effects before he got home. It was, after all, his birthday, so he went in and ordered, and before leaving, had 3 extra-large helpings of baked beans. All the way home, he putt-putted. By the time he arrived home, he felt reasonably safe. His wife met him at the door and seemed somewhat excited. She exclaimed, "Darling, I have the most wonderful surprise for you for dinner tonight." She put a blindfold on him and led him to his chair at the head of the table and made him promise not to speak. At this point, he was beginning to feel another one coming on. Just as his wife was about to remove the blindfold, the telephone rang. She again made him promise not to peek until she returned, and away she went to answer the phone. While she was gone, he seized the opportunity. He shifted his weight to one leg and let go. It was not only loud, but ripe as a rotten egg. He had a hard time breathing, so he felt for his napkin and fanned the air about him. He had just started to feel better when another urge came on. He raised his leg and rip! It sounded like a diesel engine revving and smelled worse. To keep from gagging, he tried fanning his arms a while, hoping the smell would dissipate. He got another urge. This was a real blue ribbon winner. The windows shook, the dishes on the table rattled, and a minute later the flowers on the table were dead. With his blindfold still on, when he heard the phone farewells, he neatly laid his napkin on his lap and folded his hands on top of it, smiling contentedly. He was the picture of innocence when his wife walked in. Apologising for taking so long, she asked if he had peeked at the dinner table. After assuring her he had not peeked, she removed the blindfold and yelled, "Surprise!" To his shock and horror, there were 12 dinner guests seated around a table for a surprise birthday party. Oh, the shame. I just walked that about.
Oh, good lord. We're going on to the round robin now. So, our writing challenge of the week. When you're doing a round robin, the idea is you have a group of you and you have some sort of prompt. Now, that prompt could be anything, and you have an opening line. So you get your opening line, you write a line underneath it, and then you fold that over the top. So that the only line that you can see is the line you've just written. You then pass it on to the person to your right. They write a line, fold it again, so the only line that you can see is the line they've just written. And then you build up a story. Or, in the last case we had 3 of us do this, an innuendo game. Between me, Kirsty, and a friend of ours, Rachel. And that was fun.
Yeah. Rachel was the sensible one, trying to hold us back. I then steered it back for Liam to swing at.
And naturally knocked everything for 6.
Yeah. At which point Rachel would then immediately have to struggle to bring it back to PG.
What we've done here is we've done our round robin in the pause through the power of editing, and Kirsty is going to
unraveling
read it out.
I was nominated.
Yeah,
It ravelled quite
Queen's
tightly.
English.
BBC English.
Yes.
BBC.
Oh god.
So hopefully
I'm told
as
now.
we were writing it, it got a bit
Out of hand.
carried away, shall we say?
Nobody knows what it says though.
If I have to stop at any point, I'm either laughing or it's rolled up on me. One
Yeah.
of the two.
One of the two. Man, roll it the other way, bro.
So
Like a scroll.
It is naturally a scroll at this point. Hang on a moment, bear with me. I've reliably told that I sound too posh out of context. So apparently my reading
this will
voice
be
has been
perfect.
nominated.
yeah.
We shall see how long that lasts.
You need a candle closer so you
So-
can see.
The prompt was from one of our Bowie lines, and Kirsty, if you could read the opening line.
Just the prompt.
Yeah.
I always thought you were a midget.
Okay. So we went from there. So each of us wrote a single line, then folded it over. So we only had one line to base our next response on.
Yes,
this is what happened.
Yeah, Liam started, and then it went to me, and then to Natalie. So basically, I never saw the lines Natalie wrote. Natalie never saw the lines Liam wrote.
Yeah.
Liam never saw the lines I wrote. We'll see how this goes. I always thought you were a midget. Well, you are a major disappointment as well. And whose fault is that? Not mine, I assure you. Maybe I should be more careful about making assumptions. Maybe you should just order a taxi or a starter. I'm easy. Sure, you should have said that, leaving it up to me? I'm sure I've made wiser decisions, but roll with it. A bacon roll, you might say. Are you a fan of Baps? How could anyone not be a fan of Baps, I would like to know. I assure you many a man has shown interest in my Baps. Perhaps it's more what filling they want in them. Is there a menu anywhere? So many choices. What are you thinking? Sweet or savoury? I don't know, I guess savoury because I'm feeling salty. Perhaps you should have had a shower before we came out then. Sorry, I thought you liked me hot and sweaty. I don't know, it just seems like a lot of work. But surely the gratification would be worth the effort. I always feel gratified when you're around. Well then, shall we get the check? I feel like a little sausage. You could always order one before we go. How much would it cost if I bought 2? You're going to need more Baps for that. If you say so, dear, where would you suggest we get them? I think there's a shop around the corner that sells what we need. Excellent, to get your coat.
Oh, that fit far better than it should have. Well,
You weren't expecting me to go with that quite so well, were you?
well, There was one line in particular I wasn't expecting.
Which line was that?
All of them. when I made the bat joke, I didn't think you'd run with it.
Oh, we ran quite a long way with it.
And then, especially when it got to the sausage bit as well.
We both ran with it and whilst trying to control it as well, I might add.
Well, keeping it entirely
PG.
Yeah.
vague.
Yeah.
Because that is not PG in the slightest, I guess.
It's entirely innuendo.
Right, so moving on. We're going on to the 5
I haven't had a laugh about
now.
this yet. I wasn't allowed to laugh.
I think Kirsty has permission to laugh right now.
She's died. Brilliant. Call the police. Call the police. Call an ambulance. Call the coroner. We get her stuff.
God, she's dying.
See, this is why we never get people to listen.
We can cut out some of my laughter if it goes on for too long.
Well, we're going to do the 5 minute faff. Well,
Okay, moving on to the 5 minute faff.
Okay, so
I
now
now
we're
feel
moving.
capable of doing this.
So we're moving on to the 5 minute faff. We need a book.
I have one.
Oh, hang on. Kirsty's got a book. There we go. Kirsty, if you could pick a random word.
Mood.
Mood. Okay. If you could start the timer.
Starting now.
I'm in the mood for dancing. Sorry, that's just going I'm in the mood.
Oh, God.
In the mood.
So-
This is my choice. I do apologise, but
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
so many films it's in.
Yes.
And I can't help it. You know.
It had to happen.
Yeah, so. What is our dancing like? What is our dancing like? I've told you earlier.
Dad dancing! Oh, in uni we used to do dad dancing on purpose in clubs.
I wouldn't put that past you at all.
There's a video of me on YouTube, dad dancing. I kid you not. Amanda put me on there during my friend's wedding. I'll have to show you later.
Dad dancing is compulsory at weddings. Weddings require terrible dancing.
There's a video of my housemate on YouTube, very drunk with a hairdryer in his face, asking someone to stretch his penis to the toilet.
And that's where the 5 minute faff.
Going back to wedding dancing, I remember there was a man at the wedding. I was a bridesmaid when I was about 5. And there was one guy who was deliberately letting me stand on his shoelaces and pretending to fall over, dancing with me all night. As it turns out, his wife was not particularly amused that he was choosing to dance with a 5-year-old rather than her all evening. I was told later that they did actually get divorced not long after that. So apparently, age 5, I came between people.
Homewrecker at the age of 5. Wow.
Yeah.
Just wow.
Yeah.
No, it's always funny when you go to these weddings, you get like little kids running about.
I was that little kid running about.
I think my friend
I haven't been to that many weddings.
He met his future wife by accidentally knocking over one of the children at a wedding. It was
That's
quite
not
funny.
hard, really, is it? They roll all over the place. You're like,
but
dear child.
You're going to fall over a child at
He
some
felt
point.
genuinely bad afterwards. But when I go to, because my wedding is coming up at some point, we do have a date, don't worry. The one fear I've got at the moment is we've picked a song to dance to, which I'm not revealing here because I'm not allowed. But
okay.
my dancing is atrocious.
Get some lessons.
Yeah. But
Well, depending what the dance is. I could give you some basic lessons.
We don't know yet because neither of us could dance. Again, went to a wedding, could not dance for toffee. We were like, wow, we really need
Well,
lessons.
you said you used to play guitar, so if you can play guitar, you must have a sense of rhythm. So then you just have to translate that into your body.
I play bass.
Which
badly.
requires
Yeah, but
more
bass
rhythm
is
than
the rhythm.
guitar, I would imagine.
Bass is holding the
Well, technically,
music
the
together.
rhythm guitar is the rhythm.
Yeah, but the bass
Bass
guitar
is still
holds the music
required.
together.
Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean,
Yeah.
if you've ever heard "Sweet Child of Mine" by Guns N' Roses,
Yeah.
without the bass line, it just sounds very, very strange.
Yes,
So I guess bass is kind of important.
it
Just
is.
a little bit, yeah.
Yes, just a little bit.
So you play violin, I play bass, you
I
play.
can play piano
Nothing.
as well, sort
I
of.
had piano lessons as a child.
Yeah.
as most kids did.
As I said numerous times, there's so many instruments in this house.
I've got pretty decent rhythm. I could be a drummer.
Yeah, I learned the rhythm by listening. My dad placed me on the stairs. I used to have appalling rhythm. So my dad placed me on the stairs and put We Will Rock You on, and I had to stand there doing stamp, stamp, clap to the rhythm. And after that, I somehow had a sense of rhythm. And I was told by my music teachers it was pretty good.
So we have Queen to thank for your rhythm.
Yes. If it wasn't for Queen, I would never have a sense of rhythm. And considering my dad is not very musically inept.
Not very musically inept.
Well, it's
Ept.
it's ept or
He's musically inept.
He is musically inept. I was going to say something else and I went off on a tangent.
Yes.
Mind you,
I don't do big words or fancy words,
Sorry,
okay?
sorry.
When you message me with fancy words, I'm like, I'm sorry, start again. What was that in English?
My vocabulary is
I find that when
extensive.
you send things on WhatsApp and you put big words in, I'm like,
I don't even go to a dictionary, I just go, explain what you mean.
I can't help it, I do that.
But mind you, whenever I walk into your study and I see like the maths
That's my
that
dad.
your dad has put
Yeah.
on
That's his
Your
his
dad
hobby.
does maths to relax.
Yeah.
He does
But-
advanced maths to relax, which I find incredibly strange.
He said to me the other day that actually that it's this trying to solve a equation or solve something. It plays on his mind, and it's when he solves it that his mind actually relaxes and he finds peace.
Stress relief.
Yeah,
from
it's
the
stress
solution.
relief. Yeah,
I suppose it's structured and
yeah. That's why he does it.
It's similar to the way that someone at uni, we did quantum mechanics, which if you've ever had to do it, it's horrendous.
I
Schrodinger's
heard
cat.
I heard it's really
Well,
tricky.
he purely did it. Oh, that's time.
And there we go.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
20 on that.
Well, that's...
Which considering most of it was about weddings, but it was different subjects of weddings.
Shall we
Sub-subjects.
stop and count?
Yes.
Do our post
Are we
count.
doing my
Do our
official count
post
again?
count.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, so we've done a count back. And
Yeah, my
Kirsty-
official count, because we've
You are the
decided
counter.
that since I've counted the first lot, it's sticking with me. My official count is 22.
22. So I
So
do
we
believe that
managed
is the
to-
most we've ever done.
It is by about 5. We managed to
Yeah.
get from the word mood to quantum mechanics.
That's
Excellent.
pretty impressive.
Yeah.
That's not bad going. Via weddings. Lots
Yes.
and lots of weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
That's some
leaves
drunkenness.
one thing left. Oh, boy.
The pod challenge.
Yes, as you may all guess if you're a regular listener,
If we have any of those.
this, or regular listener, you'll know I'm in trouble here because I'm probably going to get the wrong one again. So if I get a nice one, hooray. So, I'm considering you put these in about 3 hours ago, I can't remember which one.
Yeah,
What,
nobody knows.
what flavours did you put in?
Black pepper,
Yeah.
vomit,
Oh.
and it's either apple or grass. I'm
So
not
there
sure.
could be 3 questionable ones in there anyway.
Yeah. We're running low on definite ones.
I have a fresh box
Yeah,
for next
we'll
time,
get to
so we'll
them.
get a nice...
Okay,
Ready?
bottoms up.
I don't want to bite it. The flavour's underneath.
I got the appley one.
Oh! Gross!
I have black pepper. I didn't want to say a thing. That's not as bad as I was going to think.
Swallow it quickly.
Hang on, it's vomit. Hang on.
We didn't get drinks ready.
I've got to drink here. I don't want to touch it with my tongue.
Just, like,
hang
swallow
on,
it like you do a
wait,
tablet.
wait,
Go on.
wait.
Well, I'm relieved. Well, you did make that. You said that phrase earlier about swallowing, so you know this is your own fault.
Yeah. After
I
Liam,
swallowed.
after Liam has, chickened out and spit a couple of times.
That was a bogey one though, or whatever it was.
The rotten egg.
Yeah, rotten egg.
Rotten
Yeah.
egg is worse than vomit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That sticks to your tongue.
But we've now made the rule of we've
Oh.
got to swallow.
yeah. Well, black pepper
Take
wasn't
whatever
as bad as I
connotations you
thought
want
it was
in
going to be.
I didn't think it would be too bad.
And
Black pepper's not
hooray, it wasn't me.
I think I got apple or something. At some point it's going to have to be me.
Yeah.
But I warn you, I'm pretty sure I'm not as entertaining as these two.
No, you just make a weird
Your
face.
your face was beautiful, by the way. Your face was beautiful. It was
What?
like,
That's what I was like.
"Oh!"
I was like, I'm not going to bite it. Okay, I have to bite it.
Especially because I wasn't giving anything
I know,
away.
Kirsty, you didn't have anything. I was watching you, like, okay, I'll have to go for this.
That was episode 3, the Beanpod album. So the next episode that we're going on to are children's books.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to go through basically what we used to read as a child. Some of the books that we read during our school days.
Mm-hmm.
Our segment is one that we're really looking forward to. It's a children's story under 500 words.
That we've written.
I suppose we'll end it there. I've been told by people to say like, comment, subscribe, all that malarkey.
Yes, please do. Like, comment, subscribe. Support
Because
us.
I've forgotten to say
And all that jazz.
because I've forgotten to say that with every other episode that we've done.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, please stick around. Come back.
Yes.
Come back.
If you like us.
Unless you're horrified, or if you don't like us,
Yeah.
please keep your opinions to yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
and recommend us to other
Constructive
friends
criticism
if you like
only,
us.
please.
yes. So we're going to put our album as a link in the description box. We're going to have the other
playlist.
videos as well, possibly in the playlist. And we'll leave it there. So I've been Liam,
I'm Natalie.
I'm Kirsty.
and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Should probably stop recording again. Go into eating mode.
Yeah.
I also
So
want to
welcome
delete
to the
some.
eating channel.
I wanted to delete some.
It's like the food channel, but we're not educational, we're just eating.
Uh huh.
Nope.
I still not finished the book. I'm nearly there.
Finish the book.
How am I meant to do it? I don't have time.
How far are you?
I am.
What was the last thing you read?
Now, has she got a bookmark or is she a monster?
No one folds corners.
I generally,
Oh, I know people who fold
Otherwise, I
corners.
hit them.
yeah, I don't fold corners, but I never find a bookmark.
Julian threw open the door of the weapons room. No, they've just discovered that it's Malcolm and the tabby's been taken.
Spoiler alert! How do you put their heads on?
Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This has not worked.
You put the two little bits together, and twist A and B, and then thumbs up, apparently.
Ah! Oh no.
You sure it's the right way around?
I don't know, Natalie.
I don't know.
I don't know.